Hey guys, it's Maggie. I'm popping on here today to do more of a kind of impromptu video. I just finished filming my October favorites. As you can probably tell, I look pretty much the exact same. I just finished watching Dulce Candy's Do I Regret Plastic Surgery video, and it started off as just talking about plastic surgery, and then it kind of went to a whole inspirational segment. You guys said it inspired me to talk to you guys about something that's kind of been on my mind recently. It's been kind of happening to me recently. And it's not like super dramatic or anything, but I just thought that I would hop on here and talk to you guys about my experience with peer pressure. First of all though, I just want to say that I am somebody who has never been severely affected by peer pressure in the past, and I'm still not severely affected. Like, I can deal with this right now, but in case you guys are going through a similar experience, I just want to kind of talk to you guys about what's happened to me in the past, and I guess kind of just how I deal with it. But on the grand scale of peer pressures that are happening to people all over the world, I am definitely on the lower, very, very lower scale, so I'm not saying this is like a huge issue with me. It's just something that I wanted to get off my chest and kind of talk to you guys about in case you guys can relate to this. So just kind of starting off the story, I recently just turned 18. I turned 18 at the beginning of July. I had a really great celebration. If you guys aren't familiar, 18 is the legal drinking age, at least in the province that I live in Canada. And before this, I had never really been peer pressured into doing drugs or drinking or anything like that. I never went to high school parties because I'm not that type of person. I'm a grandma, okay? And we'll go into what that means in a little bit. I never had the want to drink. I just never had any of those kind of regular teen experimental desires, I guess. But basically, now that I'm 18, people expect that I drink. And it's really weird to me because I am not really into it. And I know that a lot of people are into it, and it's not a bad thing at all. If you like to drink, or if you like to go out and have fun and have a couple drinks, that is completely your choice. I know a lot of people love to do this, so don't take offense to that at all. I just want to talk to you guys about why I personally am just not a huge fan of it. I think the common idea is that everybody who's 18 likes to drink, which is fine. That's a fine idea to have. But I'm just not one of those people. And I think a good chunk of it is because my parents are very interested in like the whole wine industry. They love researching wine, trying new wines out, going on wine trips, like all that kind of stuff. They're really into it. And they've been into that for pretty much as long as I can remember. So wine in the house has been like a typical thing in my life, and I've just never been interested in it. I've tasted it, I've smelt it. I gotta plug my camera in. God damn it. Ruin the mood. I have given it a chance, that's what I'm saying. I just don't like the way it tastes, and it's just my personal thing. I know that a lot of people like to drink kind of more fruity alcoholic drinks, and I kind of understand that a little bit more, I guess, because there's not just a plain like alcohol taste, it's like there's something else in there. But personally, I just would way rather just have like a pop or like a non-alcoholic version of a drink, just because I just don't feel that comfortable drinking, because personally I feel like I embarrass myself enough when I am completely sober. That's just who I am. My whole peer pressure kind of experience though has been dedicated to the idea that I have surrounded myself with a bunch of really great people. And as I kind of went through high school and everything, my friend group definitely changed. Like, I don't have anybody that I absolutely hate or anything. Just people like I grew apart from them, and they had different interests than I did, and I met new people and made new friends. Like, you know, it happens to everybody. But I have a couple friends that I'm not quite as close with anymore, but they know. They know that I'm a grandma. They know that I don't drink. And they've been like, hey, have a drink. Like, come on, have a drink. It's not like they're like, have a drink or you are no longer my friend, but I can feel the vibe. Like, I feel the pressure. And it's not a fun feeling, let me tell you that. And I'm always like, no, it's okay. Like, really, it's fine. But they're like, no, come on. And I'm like, no, really, I am good. Like, grandma does not need to have anything to drink. Like, I'm good. But still, they keep doing that. And it's just a really uncomfortable feeling, and it doesn't make me feel like I'm really happy to be around these people, and I just, yeah. So, I don't know, it's just kind of like my experience. Now going into more kind of the grandma, like, aspect of this, I think Jessie and I, or Dana and I, or maybe it was a collaborated effort, came up with the whole idea of being a grandma. And I am Grandma Megs, and Jessie is Grandma JJ. The reason I say grandma is that I'm not a regular 18-year-old. I don't go out and party, like I don't go to bars or anything. I would much rather, personal preference, this is it, personal preference, be at home or have like a be at home and have like a movie night with my friends or family, be in a comfortable environment. I'd way rather do that than go out and be around a bunch of drunk people. You know? You feel me? I'm such an old lady. Like, I'm literally an 85-year-old in this 18-year-old's body. But, you know, I'm kind of weirdly okay with that. In this point in my life, I have a good little group of people that I absolutely love, and they love me. I know that sounds kind of conceited, but the whole thing is we accept each other for who we are. We're not going around trying to change each other or anything like that, because why would you want to do that if you are that good of a friend and you want to be around these people? My friend Dana said it really well, that if somebody's really your friend, they're not going to force you to do anything that you're so against doing. They will think about you and think about what your values are and think about, you know, who you are. And for me, since I'm grandma, my friends think about that. I'm a grandma, so they already know that I don't drink. Like, you know, it's just that kind of a thing. And a true friend will not force you against your better judgment to do something like this. And this doesn't just apply to like drinking alcohol, this applies to anything really. Because, I mean, there are definitely things in life that are more important than others when it comes to choice, but really when it comes down to it, don't let anybody who is your friend push you around and make you do things that you are not a fan of doing. I personally don't drink because, first of all, as I already said, I don't want to embarrass myself more than I already have, but also, I'm just not comfortable with it. That's honestly it. Like, I don't mind people drinking around me, but personally, me, I don't like doing that, and I don't know why. It's just, that's all I can say, it's just a grandma thing. But if any of you are like me, and it could be anything, you have that one thing that you just don't like to do, but your friends like to do it, or people around you are always doing this, and they're trying to make you do this, don't do it unless you think, you know what, I'm okay with that. Don't just like do this because you feel like you're not gonna be accepted anymore, because when it comes down to it, the people who are trying to force you to do this aren't really your friends, you know? They're not your friends, that's it. Because that's just how it goes. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is like a super big ranty video. Grandma's having the feels today, that's all I can say. Grandma's having the feels. I think also a good chunk of it is that we're worried that we're gonna be judged. And I talked about judgment a lot in my online school video, because if you guys watched that, you know that I was very much so judged for doing online schooling, but when it came down to it, it was the best thing for me, and I'm really happy that I stood my ground and I didn't let anybody else push me around and tell me, who didn't know anything about the subject, that it wasn't a good idea for me. You know what I mean? I'm sorry this is coming off super negative. I'm just in this really weird mood right now that I just felt like I needed to talk to you about this, because there's a good chance that I'm not the only one who is 18 and doesn't want to drink alcohol. I haven't met like a ton of other people who don't drink, but like, I'm sure there's a couple more of you out there. Again, I'm not saying that drinking is a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's just a personal choice everybody makes. And right now, I'm just not into it. So yeah, that's just kind of my little like rant slash, I don't know, advice-ish kind of segment for today. I'm sorry if this video was long. I just felt like I had to talk to you guys about this. I just felt very passionate at the moment, and I'm just hoping that this really helped some of you out, or maybe if you're a friend of mine watching this and you don't get why I don't drink, maybe this is helping you out to understand my grandma-ness. I think peer pressure is, even in the smallest, minuscule form, is something that everybody deals with at some point in their life, and some people more than others definitely. Ugh. Hello? Yeah. Hey. Sorry, I don't really know where I was. I just got a call from my friend Jessie, who's my dear, dear, dear friend, and she's actually away at university right now, so I don't get to see her a lot, and I don't get to talk to her very much, so of course I had to answer the phone call. Let's just get back into this. I think I was wrapping things up. I guess we'll see. But basically, all I want to say is, don't just do something because somebody else wants you to do it. Do something because you want to do it. Don't feel like you're going to be judged, or that, you know, you're not going to be liked by this person who's telling you to do something just because you don't want to do it. When it comes down to it, that person isn't really worth having in your life if they're going to make you feel like you need to do something or be a certain way to belong with them. You need to be somebody that you admire, that you actually like. I know it's way easier said than done, but being somebody who you respect and who you admire and like is critical to you being yourself and being confident in yourself. That's all I'm going to talk about today. I really hope you guys thought this video was okay. Give me a thumbs up if you want me to do more of these types of kind of advice or videos just talking about different subjects that I'm kind of have an opinion on, or want to give you guys advice about, or something like that. If you have any questions for me about this subject, let me know in the comments. I will definitely get back to you. As well as you can follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram as well if you're interested in kind of being in contact with me that way. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for the love and support, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye! Hey guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my October favorites.